We here. It is about that time, y'all. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Waking Pet. I normally back in the motherfucking places, so I gotta watch my back today, y'all. But good morning, man. Waking Pack, y'all. Shout out to everybody. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all see what's going on. You know, it's Wednesday, okay? Hump day, for you freaks out there. But we are another day removed from the horrible loss and another day closer to football on Sunday. Hey, when Sunday comes, ain't nobody gonna be thinking about the damn Giants, y'all. So, I give you guys, I'm already over it. I give you guys one more day to get over this shit, I'll still take some grievances if y'all want to talk some shit about the team, I'll accept it today, but that'll be it. You hear me? You already know what's going on, man. My boy Zane Strong is in the building. You hear me? And I'm glad my boy hopped on here because the thumbnail and the subject matter of today is because of my boy Zane Strong. He said something about Tucker Kraft, and I agree with him, bro. I agree we got a gym, y'all. I agree we have a gym, okay? So hell yeah, aloha, mahalo, all that, bro. Thank you, Zane, for your support all the time. My boy G Pack is in the building. You damn right. Hey, I copy what you said. I copy and paste exactly what you said. F the Giants. Let's move on to the Bucks, man. Now, a couple videos ago, my whole title was "Have the Packers Learned?" We learned how to beat teams better than us. We learned how to be the underdog and go in there and do something crazy 2 weeks in a row. We won close games, we lost close games. But now the thing we have to deal with, can we just beat the teams that we're better than? Overall better than, That's another wrinkle. That's another thing that this young team needs to learn, you guys. So but yeah, let's go on and oh yeah, hey Zane, you already know, bro. All that is a work in progress, and all that is gonna come. Believe me, I got so many ideas for this stuff. I'll be tied up with work a lot, and I just sometimes after a long day or whatever, I'll just shut it down, and not do nothing. But you see, I started doing this waking packs because for real, it's therapeutic to me, and shit, y'all motherfuckers, y'all, hey, we like-minded folks, man. Who wouldn't want to wake up and smoke and talk to a lot of people about the Packers, man? That's the whole point. But you already know that merch is coming, and Zane Strong, you already know I got you, bro. You're gonna be the first one I send some shit to, for real. So with that being said, we just about to spark up right now before we get into certain numbers, y'all. We've been on the joints lately. I know it's waking pack, but damn it, you still gotta pack a joint, right? You gotta pack that shit up in here. I've been on these slim joints, man. Hey, just grab one on the go, boom, you straight. Grab 2 or 3 of them, keep them in your pocket, Got the whole, canister and all that, That's how we doing it. So Tucker Kraft, you guys. Tucker Kraft. The first 9 games, bro, 3 receptions, 11 yards for Tucker Kraft. First 9 games, 3 receptions, 11 yards. I repeat. So he was not being used. His playing time was taken away because we had Musgrave in there, a guy we used a higher pick on, and Tucker Kraft, 3rd round pick, 78th pick, man. So we always like to talk about what Goot doesn't do. He's bad at drafting corners. He's bad at drafting linebackers or whatever, but he's good at drafting receivers. We know that, and he's he did his thing this offseason drafting these 2 tight ends that we have. I think this could be a staple of this team for the next few years, bro. Tight end might be our strong point on top of the receivers. You know, as much as we be talking about these receivers, how they could be the next Greg Jennings, next Jordy Nelson, next kind of trio or quadro of receivers, bro, we got two very, very again, the ceiling is high for both of these tight ends, man. So first 9 games, Tucker Kraft, motherfucking 3 receptions, 11 yards. His last 4 games, 11 receptions, 148 yards, and a touchdown, y'all. You already know. And Zane, that's what you've been saying, Baby Gronk, and he is. Why? How can you be Baby Gronk? Not everybody could be Gronk. We know the tight ends. We know the Jermichael Finleys. We know the, Travis Kelce's, the, Jimmy Graham's back in the day. Tony Gonzalez, the flashy catching, run after catch kind of tight ends. But the Gronk means you actually out there doing some blocking. So even though I say the first 9 games, he only got 3 receptions for 11 yards, he was doing a whole lot of blocking during those times, But again, he was behind Musgrave and he was behind DeGuara. Now, at this point, he is starting, and I like what I see from Tucker Kraft. He had more yards his last game than he did for the first whole 9 games. His last game was 3 catches for 64 yards. And in his last 4 games, 3 out of the last 4 games, his catch percentage was 100. That's not something that gets talked about most times. You get targets and then you get catches. 3 out of 4 games, that means that whenever it's thrown to him, either he's that open that he's catching it, he's not dropping it. Jordan Love, may have dropped him a dime, but I'm thinking that Kraft just did his due diligence and he got open on that play. So, hey, 3 out of the last 4 games, his catching percentage has been 100. So we looking at a sure-handed guy. Got him in the 3rd round, 78 pick, and it's starting to pay dividends now, man, So we got to be happy about that. The game before this last one, 3 receptions, 37 yards. Hey, 10 yards a catch, bro. And then again, we're not expecting our guys. One of them might blow up out of the 5 possible guys we have, that could blow up in the game because Jay Love likes to spread that ball around, So, his numbers don't jump off the screen. But when you come from your first 9 games only getting 3 receptions and 11 yards, and then you turn that around to 11 receptions, 148 yards and a touchdown, that shows improvement. Hey, we are in a position right now. I seen the headline as soon as I open up my phone. I don't even follow Dallas. Dallas is in Super Bowl or bust mode. We've been in that position before. Hey, we're not in that position this year, and we got to understand that. And we got to understand that we playing with house money, people. So this whole year I've been saying it's house money. So what do we have to do when we have a house money year? We have to look at what we're going to take, and we have to look at what we're going to get rid of. And we are definitely taking Tucker Kraft. And if you want to talk about, you think Jordan Love got a good name for promotion, for what's the shit I call endorsements and all that shit. Tucker Kraft, hello, Kraft cheese, goddammit. It's spelled the same way. Kraft cheese in a land of the cheeseheads, That's a very marketable name, Tucker Kraft going for touchdowns, Kraft cheese, goddammit. Hey, I don't know how many macaroni and cheese I done ate from Kraft in my lifetime. Shit, sometimes I prefer that over the real deal. Nah, for real, it don't get no better than grandma's mac and cheese. But y'all know what the hell I'm saying. Yeah, man, he definitely took advantage of Musgrave being out, and he might not have gotten those chances if Musgrave was in there. So now we know what he could do and what Musgrave could do. It's going to be a little problem or a big problem for a lot of defenses coming up. I'm thinking more so next season because Musgrave is hurt, although he still has a chance to come back. But these two, bro, I don't know. We might have us a 2-headed monster for the next, 7 or 8 years. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. What do the Packers love? We love to draft and develop. And what do we love about drafting and developing? Ain't got to pay these motherfuckers, bro. Ain't got to pay them too much, man. We going to ride these rookie contracts out. Now, they might blow up around the same time, and we might have to chip them both off, when push come to shove. But good problem to have when you got people out there on the field producing. But I'm just happy to see this from a rookie, number one, and from a, the tight end position, because we've been stuck at tight end for a minute. We had Big Dog, great blocker, another offensive lineman, But again, we ain't had that tight end since I would say Jerry Michael Finley. We done been playing around with Richard Rodgers. We done been playing around with Andrew Corliss. We done been playing around. Tight end has been. Hey, we thought Big Bobby would come in and do something. He did 1 year, 10 touchdown year, kind of, but he fizzled out. But it looked like we gonna be good at tight end regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether we got one or two, we gotta let one of them go, which I don't think is gonna happen. But again, we in a good position. Mr. Vice President, my boy, I am doing good, bro. Hey, I do a lot better when I'm talking to y'all, man. Like I said, this shit damn near therapeutic. I used to like look at it before I did it as a chore. I'm like, I gotta do something else. I want to talk to the people a little more. I gotta start going live because it's different when you gotta do the video and then reply to comments hours later and shit. I like getting y'all. Oh yeah, well I could forget about Martellus Bennett. Not for real, but yeah, Jimmy Graham was great. But Jimmy Graham was one of those guys who I always admired. Oh, Jared Cook, there you go. One of the best catches ever on a sideline in Dallas. Got 2 feet in. Aaron was on the sideline with him doing that. Hey, what a fucking play. Shout out to Jared Cook, and we just let him go. We could have brought him back, but we just let him go. Hell yeah, man. For real. And, you are only as good as your last game. You are only as good as your last game. So again, I was glad we got smacked around a little bit, by the Giants. Because again, this is a long season. We might have been feeling ourselves too much. We beat the Chiefs, we beat Detroit. Oh, give us them. Nah, any given Sunday. And I know before the game and all the coaching staff, J Love and all them said, hey, we cannot take this team lightly. And you seen we got beat. Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. And with him, it was more of an attitude thing with him. And it was a ayahuasca route treat thing with him too. I'm not sure if he was too fond of Aaron Rodgers' extra playbook. When you come in, you just thinking like, oh, I've been playing tight end my whole life. He had no idea how this ayahuasca route tree was gonna hit him up. All right. Not only do you do a fade here, but if the corner breaks at this certain time, cut the fade, cut it short, go to the left a little bit. I mean, you got to have years and years of experience with Aaron Rodgers to, no wonder Cobb and Devontae and all them was so good. I mean, it took years to work that rapport, bro. Remember, there was one point in time where we wanted Devontae out. So I am happy where we are as far as the draft, like, bro, and we got hella picks this year. Do you not think Goot is going to find another Zach Tom? Do you not think Goot is going to find another, Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave? And I don't mean by the position. I just mean that caliber type player with later picks, bro. Musgrave and Kraft might be game-changing, dominating tight ends at some point for us. And we got them, in the later rounds. So, I was, we'll see, bro. We'll see. Because again, I was excited when he came back to AEW. And then it just seemed like his attitude in the back of the locker room has just been very bad. And he's just been, I don't know, just because he got all that MMA training. I don't know if he walking around with his chest out like he could beat anybody's ass, but he's gotten into a lot of confrontations. And, WWE don't play that shit. So he got a hell of a lot of people to do programs with. I love how they got him walking around in the back, just feeling the energy of certain people. He walked up to Kevin Owens like, hey, where's such and such at? Owens like, I don't know, and Kevin Owens. So, they could do something with it. I just hope no backstage bullshit happens. And, again, I love Punk, but after a while, he started becoming like a whiner to me, bro. I totally had his back when he went to the UFC, even though I knew he would get killed. I just have, faith, like maybe he could surprise somebody, but he got his ass whooped. You can't take that away from him to have no training. He's not a black belt in anything. For him to go to the UFC and actually compete, obviously he has the name value, and him actually being a combat wrestler, or whatever you want to call wrestling. You got to be a tough guy to wrestle. So he went through the vigorous training and all that, and I'm glad he's back, bro. He got to reclaim. He can't just go out there on no bullshit. He has to reclaim the best in the world because there's some cats who could go better than him. Definitely, and I think we there, bro. I think we there, but again, like you said, what I say 2025 is a year. So if we are to have a great draft this year, like we had the past two, 2025, we got to be ready, man. When the draft is at Lambeau, bro, like that shit got to be crazy. We got to be motherfucking better by then, you know. My boy Blake, good morning to you too, bro. Packer fans every motherfucking where. You already know what's up with you. It is looking great, but I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, first we thinking Rock versus Roman. I don't know if that shit gonna happen. Be on the lookout for higher point of view wrestling too. All right, I'm gonna do it at some point when I make time for myself. I can talk wrestling all day, like I talk Packers all day. But yeah, so we gonna get back to this Packer business. Um, Baby Gronk over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns this game. Why the fuck not? A little bit of home cooking, couple Lambeau leaps. Why the fuck not? You know, I don't know who's gonna be in, who's gonna be out, but it seems like he's a shoe-in to be in, and we got to get him going. He had his best game as a career, best game as a career, best game in his career, the last game. So he has to keep building and capitalizing off of that. Bro, that's something so serious and something that don't happen as often that I may have to. But man, if I'm going to pay the money and get on flights and shit to go to the great state of Wisconsin, bro, it would be for a game. But I don't know. I might have to go to see that draft and be in that atmosphere and get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Cody versus Roman 2. Uh, I'm cool with that, and I'm also cool with Cody finishing the story. But are they going to let Cody finish the story? I think he's going to get hoodwinked. I think it's set up for that. I think at the last minute is some Vince shit going to happen like, oh, well, we're going to just go this way with it. Like, what? You know, let the man do it. His pops, legendary on the mic and in the ring, Dusty, never got a chance to hold that title. Give it to motherfucking Cody. Hey, Gold Dust, great wrestler. Dustin Reynolds, never got that championship. Give it to fucking Cody, man. You don't have the bloodline get they shit. You know, you gave the Samoans they shit. You gave one of the great wrestling families they shit. So go on and give Cody that chance, man. I ain't saying he got to break records with his title reign, but damn, you know. Hey, my boy Nick is back in the building. What's up with you, bro? Just talking Packers today, man. Just talking about Tucker Kraft, just one person only. We lost the game, like we all mentioned. You know, hopefully everybody's getting over it and are over it by now. But even when we lose games, like I said, I could have the most horrible day ever. My higher point of view myself is going to find the one positive thing and just sit on that shit and be thankful for that if I have a bad day. So we lost, but in that loss, I seen a lot of improvement from Tucker Kraft, bro. And again, he needs to just keep improving because him and Musgrave together could be a deadly combination, you know, for the next few years. So that's what we talking about. Shout out to my boy Nick too. Thank you for coming through again, man. Yeah, Nick is in the house, man. Everybody exchange pleasantries. Oh, see, okay, yeah. I hope he plays too, bro. And I also hope, again, Matt LaFleur, let's not get predictive now. Let's not keep going to the wheel, you know. Once I say I like the jet sweep, jet motion and shit, and we scoring off of it, it's all cool. But when you do it a little too much, bro, they're gonna see what's coming, man. They're gonna see what's coming, bro. That's been our go-to play the past few weeks. You don't think they're gonna zero in on that play? I'm sure as soon as they say, hey, as soon as this dude Reed come across, let's make something happen. So, you know, let's mix the shit up, Matt LaFleur. For real, you know, next man up mentality, man, and he's really stepped it up over the past few games. It just, you know, it ain't just about the numbers. He looks just like a stud. He looks comfortable. He looks like I'm starting to get this shit now. Only way that can happen is if you get reps, bro. He was not getting reps earlier in the year. You know, we had DeGuara and Musgrave on the depth chart in front of him when the year started. So, you know, I'm glad we get to see that from Tucker, man. And again, him and Musgrave, and I'm just talking about the tight end combination, man. We are in good hands, y'all. So shit, whenever we say mac and cheese, you know we talking about Kraft, bro. When mac and cheese score a touchdown, you know we talking about Tucker Kraft, you know? So and that's just a dope name, you know, Tucker Kraft. But yeah, man, I ain't got the injury report yet. I try to look at that late in the week because I want to see did not practice, questionable, this, that. So I don't know yet, but we do need Wyatt. Our whole D line and linebackers the last game, kind of disappointing. We thought that was a game that they'll be able to eat, but then again, that shows you any given Sunday. And you know, O line still needs a little help. We've been doing enough to get by, but I want that left side of the offensive line solidified, bro. We need a solid tackle. They cannot be going into next year thinking that they're gonna flip flop tackles like that. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. Nick came through today. Nick came through yesterday. So Nick is officially in the family now, y'all. Shit. So we're gonna go and take a hit for our boy Nick right here, who, been showing up in the comments, man. This for you, Nick. I don't know if you smoke or not, but let's do it. He was horrible, bro. And the thing is, like, I had just praised him. I'm like, oh man, he's starting to, when he ain't got shit to do, he ain't just sitting there chopping his feet looking for something. He's rolling out looking for some beef. This fucking time, nobody, he's not blocking anybody, bro. Elton is blocking somebody right here, and whoever else is blocking on the right side. Elton is actually struggling a little. Josh, double team, bro. You see Elton is right here struggling. There's nobody in front of you. Nobody's coming. And your right guard is engaged with another defender. Why are you just sitting there chopping your legs? Once you figure out nobody's coming, like you swing out like you did them other times, you're supposed to help double with Elton. The man was struggling on one of them plays, and you just sitting there, chopping your feet. Come on now. I did see that, and it just, I don't know, man. We'll just call it rookie blues, man. We'll call it rookie blues, man. The man started off what, 18 for 18 for the year. I'm like, we got somebody, you know. So I don't know. We just got to let him go through his growing pains. He ain't gonna just come through and just make every single one. So we gotta act like we human and get his guy a chance. But he's been fucking up. Like I said, even his last game, the kicks he did make, it was barely going in. That may be true. It may be true. It may be true, but I do think he still has value. We'll get into all that when the off season comes. But one thing I don't like to do, Nick, is hey, if you got the G on your head and you are playing for us, like there's the game on Sunday. If we in the off season just shooting the shit, whatever, oh, this person could go, that person could go, all that. But he ain't going nowhere for the next few games. And maybe he can work himself. He can change your mind. He can change my mind. If we should keep him or not. We are paying him a pretty penny. He has not, even though that's a tall task. There's only one or two spots for an all-pro. He made all-pro the first year we got him. I don't know if he just was playing out his mind. I don't know what the situation was. He hasn't been playing to that level. He has been a little more injured, but I will always say Quay is better when Devondre is in there, and Devondre is better when Quay is in there. So that's another combination that's been missing. Now, if we had Quay, Devondre, and McDuffie all healthy, that's a cool 1-2-3 punch. McDuffie is very good against the run. Take Quay out during the running plays, put McDuffie in there with Devondre. And then when they got to pass, we need Quay's speed. We need Quay's sideline to sideline speed. Then you can put him in and take McDuffie out. So, we got to look at the money. We got to look at the contract. And, if he would take a pay cut, we got to look at how many years he got left. It's a lot of, logistics we got to look at with his contract, And but yeah, I'm not sure if it's time to move on yet. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna go there yet. I just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he's been dealing with an injury this year. Ankle injury for a linebacker is hard. I mean, especially for a linebacker. What is Campbell's strengths? Is his speed, sideline to sideline, and he seems to be a guy who can, read what's coming. So, hey, while he's here, he a whole 6'4". Again, when you get into that red zone, when it's condensed space, bro, it ain't that much. Even when you get into to the goal line, bro, when you got two monsters out there that big and long, they could cause problems, and they have already. So, I'm cool with Campbell. Hey, motherfuckers, we got right now, we just gonna roll with. Now, off season come, hey, we're gonna have some starving ass times in the off season where it ain't shit to talk about. So we could talk about who gonna move on and all that then. But right now, hey, Campbell's a Packer, and he's gonna be critical in us winning games this year. So we gotta stick with him. You know? Yeah, bro. But didn't bro? We picked Myers kind of high too, didn't we? We picked him in the second round, so he's gonna have to work it out, bro. Myers is gonna have to work it out. Again, I've seen enough flashes. Okay, he's a good player, but we need him to be better than good. Again, we're coming from Corey Linsley, and he was just, behind Kelsey, probably the best, one of the best centers behind Kelsey and what Creed Humphrey, like Corey Linsley is a motherfucker, bro. I seen him check Aaron Rodgers. I always say, for you to check 12, like, hey, that means you got some balls. And again, like you said, the center touches the ball every goddamn play. And we need better play from Myers, bro. Just see you starting to turn the corner. We like Myers, right? Then he do the shit he did last week. But again, Dexter Lawrence is not a short task. That's a very tall task. So again, they make money too. Hell yeah, Mr. VP. That's why I'm saying, bro. Hey, win, lose, draw, good, bad, and different. We are playing with house money this year. Let's just enjoy the last few games. The shit's almost a wrap. I know we about to go to the end of the season when we start having Saturday games and weird shit start happening. Like even there was a Friday game a couple weeks ago. When we start having Saturday games and 2 games on Monday night again, the season is coming to an end. And I get a little sad because, we in this whirlwind. It seemed like it's long, but it goes so fast. I mean, it is the shortest season of any, major sport. So yeah, I am sad too. The shit's almost over. But what I'm going to do, look, analyze, and just enjoy the process that we are going through right now. So, that's what everybody should be doing for the rest of the way with the Packers, man. But again, we are in good hands. We are playing with house money. We are in a better position now than we were in last year. Although we didn't do shit yet, we could go out there and lose all the rest of the games and be sitting back looking crazy again. But what we got to do, y'all, have that blind faith. Had that blind faith that Matt LaFleur's play calling and all what he's been doing this past month, minus this last game, although it just was a weird game in general. Again, algorithm of NFL season for a good team. Win, 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 loss. Win, 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 loss. So, you're going to get them losses, bro. You're going to get them losses, Sad it was against an NFC opponent, but we got to get over this shit. I told y'all I'm over that shit already. On to Tampa Bay. You hear me? And you damn right, Zane. We learn, we don't lose at all. So yeah, that's a lesson, man. So yeah, man. I just want to talk about Tucker Kraft a little bit with y'all. We getting closer to the week starting tomorrow. We will see some football. I do not know who's playing tomorrow, but yeah, a couple more days, y'all. Thank everybody for motherfucking coming through. Sometimes I'll be rambling, running my mouth too much. I be trying to make this, decent so y'all motherfuckers could watch the whole shit, on the replay without, and nobody. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want to do it when you're cleaning the house, mowing the lawn, or whatever you're doing. But shit, I be trying to watch videos like 30-minute minimum. That's like the time spans that I have to just sit around and watch a video. I can't watch hours and hours of a video. But hey, if y'all want to watch me, y'all want to request more time, we'll figure out a better time. But I just also do it off of how the vibe is going, how the feeling is going. So shit, it reminds me of this church I used to go to, which was good or bad. Like when I was younger, they had no time. They had the start time. When you walk in, they tell you the start time, like, oh, church begins at 8. And the end time, it says whenever the spirit lets us go. So shoot, pastor ass be talking for 3 hours. I'm like, man, I'm hungry. I'm ready to go. I want to watch ball. So but yeah, on top of that, just like Zane said, we're gonna close it with that. Everybody have a blessed motherfucking day out there. Hey, go rep the pack as normal, as usual. Hey, we a day closer to us kicking off on Sunday, man. Back to the little 10 a.m. joint. I like waking right up and watching the Packers play. I really don't like waiting that extra day for the prime time or even waiting all night for the Sunday nighter. So we back in on on the morning game. So hopefully we get some more of that home cooking. You already know. Show me my opponent coming soon. We're gonna have to talk about and break down what the Bucks can do well. But on that note, I'm out of here. You already know what's going down. Shout out to Zane Strong. Shout out to Mr. Vice President. Shout out to my boy Nick for coming through again. G Pack, my boy. Shout out to you. You know, again, as I always say, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to Blake 22, you know, and Mr. Vice President, of course, G Pack, Zane Strong, and yeah, everybody, man. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow.